denied by the WNBA owners. Surprise, surprise to who? Not to me and not to you. The WNBA has been sending in nonsense BS offers of 27.5% revenue share, then going down to 26%. It's just like they're at 15. Y'all keep coming in at 27 and 26. It's just like, come on, man, get real. Everybody got to get, you know what I'm saying? People got to get real at some point in time. If we gonna get this thing done, because right now it don't seem like everybody's putting their best foot forward to get this thing done. You got people.
The WNBA has crashed into a wall as owners completely shut down the players' latest proposal. This devastating rejection isn't merely strategic maneuvering, but a dangerous standoff that could plunge the entire league into a crippling lockout. The highly anticipated debut of Caitlin Clark might become a casualty before the season even launches. Victim of an escalating war being fought behind closed doors. This unprecedented crisis threatens to destroy the most significant momentum the league has ever generated, leaving supporters and athletes stunned and helpless. The WNBA's destiny and its most luminous talent now dangle dangerously on the edge of collapse.
The WNBA has been sending in nonsense BS offers of 27.5% revenue share, then going down to 26%. It's just like they're at 15. Y'all keep coming in at 27 and 26. It's just like, come on, man, get real. Everybody got to get, you know what I'm saying? People got to get real at some point in time. If we gonna get this thing done, because right now it don't seem like everybody's putting their best foot forward to get this thing done. You got people flip-flopping both sides. Breanna Stewart and them acting. I don't know why y'all was apologizing for the letter coming out. I don't know why y'all was apologizing.
The devastating news arrived when WNBA ownership flatly turned down the players' Friday night counteroffer. While those monitoring these high-pressure negotiations weren't shocked, this development confirms supporters' darkest concerns about a seamless season launch. The league has become an explosive situation with neither faction willing to compromise on essential monetary issues. This intensifying confrontation places the complete 2024 campaign and especially the eagerly awaited Clark phenomenon in direct peril. The atmosphere is electric with anxiety as time runs out on what might transform into a disastrous interruption.
Breanna Stewart and them acting. I don't know why y'all was apologizing for the letter coming out. I don't know why y'all was apologizing for the letter coming out. It was the truth. It was the truth. So at the end of the day, it's just been a bunch of nonsense going on. And then we get to this today. We can confirm. Shout out to Annie Constable, aka Annie Scoops, courtesy of her. Here it says, can confirm the WNBA sent a counter to the union Saturday evening, ESPN first, okay? And then, now check this out, because there's been we've been getting a lot of information about what's in these proposals, okay?
The core of this deadlock centers on a massive revenue distribution battle. The WNBA originally demanded 27.5%, later, reducing their request to 26%. The ownership group stayed firm at only 15%. This enormous gap of 11 percentage points demonstrates how dramatically separated both factions remain. It represents a monetary struggle where compromise appears impossible, generating an untenable scenario that now risks stopping all competition. These figures paint a stark picture of fundamental disagreement.
Lunch, because so much information about the actual proposals have been coming out. Now, check this part out, also courtesy of Annie Scoops. Here it says, source familiar with negotiations said no details to share to the WNBA's latest counter. Notable that neither side is sharing details of their proposals at this stage. That, coupled with the pace of counters being sent, could be an indication movement is being made. So
intensifying the conflict, both Breanna Stewart and Caitlin Clark have publicly expressed their anger. Stewart, an experienced league player, found herself issuing apologies after a correspondence outlining player concerns was exposed, demonstrating the severe internal and external pressures mounting. This extends beyond anonymous bargaining into a profoundly emotional fight for competitors who believe their value is being dismissed. The visible protests from marquee athletes indicate rising desperation as the emergency escalates, further amplifying the conflict. To share,
to the WNBA's latest counter. Notable that neither side is sharing details of their proposals at this stage. That, coupled with the pace of counters being sent, could be an indication movement is being made. So they said, look, we're gonna stop trying to play each other publicly. Okay, we're gonna stop putting information out about the offers. We're just gonna stop with that. We're gonna stop with that. Okay, we're not gonna be putting out information about proposals anymore. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Y'all don't be trying to make us look crazy.
The bargaining sessions have deteriorated into what observers describe as an absurd blame game. Details, offers, and responses have been circulating publicly, with each faction trying to secure advantage or embarrass their opponents. From ridiculous Valentine's promotions to bizarre publicity campaigns involving rodents in Manhattan, the foolishness reached incredible heights. This public spectacle only worsened relations, rendering authentic progress virtually unattainable. It became a disorderly and chaotic disaster.
Okay, we're gonna stop putting information out about the offers. We're just gonna stop with that. We're gonna stop with that. Okay, we're not gonna be putting out information about proposals anymore. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Y'all don't be trying to make us look crazy, and we won't be forced to make y'all look crazy. Okay, y'all, WNBA, y'all did a lot. Y'all did a lot. Y'all sending out these bogus Valentine's Day cards. Y'all putting rats in New York City like New York City needs more of those. I mean, it was just all types of nonsense. So it seems like they are going away from the public banter in terms of...
Nevertheless, a quiet yet meaningful transformation has emerged. Intelligence now suggests both the WNBA and the union are retreating from public attacks. Neither faction is revealing specifics of their most recent offers, indicating a possible shift toward more genuine private discussions. This silent transformation, combined with the accelerated rhythm of recent exchanges, might hint at hope that real advancement is occurring in confidential meetings. The public battle appears to have concluded, temporarily at least.
Seems like they are going away from the public banter in terms of, the back and forth and, hey, we offered it, they only offered this. Oh, their offer was trash, so we didn't respond for 6 weeks. Oh, the WNBA, they're refusing to move off the 15% share. A lot of that seems like, it seems like we are done getting actual numbers for these proposals, and that's just it kind of seems like that's where we are with that. Now, Caitlin Clark did take time.
Caitlin Clark personally entered the conflict, issuing a forceful statement. "Y'all need to get in a room and finalize this agreement." Her appeal for ownership and athletes to isolate themselves regardless of duration, 10, 12, or 24 hours until resolution is achieved, strikes powerfully. She recognizes the critical nature and existential danger threatening the season. Her blunt, unfiltered demand for action emphasizes the urgent requirement for settlement from the individual with the most at stake.
It kind of seems like that's where we are with that. Now, Caitlin Clark did take time to address a lot of this foolishness that is going on. And she basically said, look, man, y'all need to lock in a room and get this deal done. Y'all need to lock in a room. Like, what's the big deal, man? If owners get in the room, WNBA, the players get in the room, go back and forth. I don't care if it take 10, 12, 15, 24 hours and y'all don't get to eat. I don't even care if y'all don't get to eat. Y'all get in there and get a deal done, is what Caitlin Clark had to say. And I don't blame her, because at the end of the day, she the reason that all of this stuff is popping anyway. So if anybody should be mad, it could be her.
Clark's anger is completely justified. As the league's undeniable emerging star, she drives this remarkable increase in attention and earnings possibilities. If anyone deserves to express frustration, it's definitely her. She recognizes she's the catalyst behind all this excitement anyway, emphasizing her tremendous worth and the critical stakes at play. Her opinion matters significantly, serving as a harsh reminder of what the organization risks destroying. Even with increasing pressure and uncertainty about the WNBA's prospects, Clark stays dedicated to her training. She's been intensively practicing, participating in scrimmages with former collegiate and professional athletes in Indianapolis, while constantly sharpening her abilities. This devotion to excellence despite potential league destruction demonstrates her steadfast determination. She's preparing, assuming the season will proceed, proving her professional strength and hope amid turmoil. Clark has also discussed her current rehabilitation for soft tissue and ankle problems. She stressed the vital importance of mental health support in handling recovery challenges, particularly without definite timelines. Her honesty about psychological struggles exposes another pressure layer she's managing. She transcends being merely a basketball sensation. She's a human competitor confronting physical and emotional obstacles while the league's survival remains questionable. "The greatest thing will be returning to competition," Clark stated, revealing her eagerness to feel authentic on court again. This longing for competitive action demonstrates the profound personal effect of the current WNBA emergency. While ownership and athletes argue finances, Clark's main concern remains the sport itself, powerfully reminding everyone about the passion driving this disagreement. Her playing desire contrasts sharply with boardroom conflicts. The present circumstances are especially fascinating for Clark because her injuries weren't extended, 6-month problems. Rather, they were unclear, soft tissue complications, making mental recovery aspects more difficult. This detail highlights her unique challenges, not knowing precisely when she'd return to full competition. The injury uncertainty reflects the league's uncertainty, creating dual mental pressure. Clark's recent international competition experience and exposure to various playing styles further proves her preparation. She considers international basketball extremely beneficial for growth, appreciating its physicality and athleticism. This expanded basketball perspective prepares her for varied challenges, reinforcing her ambitions beyond the WNBA. She welcomes every development opportunity, displaying profound commitment to excellence regardless of domestic league chaos. Anticipation for potential senior national team participation significantly motivates Clark. She views it as every child's aspiration, something she literally documented in elementary school. This goal, combined with her junior national team background, reveals long-term objectives extending past her rookie professional season. A lockout wouldn't merely impact her immediate career, but could derail years of dreams and preparation at a crucial moment. Clark appreciates the exclusivity of reaching senior national team status, emphasized by former athletes like Cara Lawson, stating only a few from junior squads reach world championships or Olympics. This viewpoint highlights every opportunity's value and disruption's enormous consequences. The ongoing WNBA chaos threatens to eliminate these irreplaceable experiences, intensifying negotiation urgency. Her enthusiasm to simply participate, excited to compete again, represents a straightforward yet compelling message. It penetrates through negotiation noise, revenue disputes, and public arguments. Fundamentally, Clark is an athlete who loves basketball and desires to play. This basic passion is what the WNBA risks destroying if lockout becomes reality. Game enjoyment is being held captive by financial disagreements. The WNBA's success has exploded thanks to athletes like Clark, with revenue, viewership, and fan involvement reaching unprecedented levels. Yet players feel inadequately compensated for this success, creating the current emergency. This contradiction of record achievement meeting bitter conflict reveals a basic disconnect requiring immediate resolution. The expansion Clark helped generate now, ironically, threatens her inaugural campaign. The situation's complete absurdity isn't lost on observers. With a transcendent talent like Caitlin Clark ready to electrify the league, the WNBA instead wobbles on destruction's edge. This transcends money, encompassing women's basketball's future heritage and its ability to capitalize on extraordinary momentum. The potential lockout represents colossal leadership failure, wasting an irreplaceable chance. The consequences for Caitlin Clark are immeasurable. A canceled season means delayed professional growth, missed opportunities to build on collegiate success, and a disappointing beginning to a promising career. More significantly, it risks alienating new supporters who followed specifically for her. This exceeds missed competitions. It potentially damages the league's sustained development. So is Caitlin Clark finished? Not through her decision, but possibly through others' inaction. The responsibility now rests completely with WNBA ownership and the Players Association. Their capacity to reach agreement will determine not only the upcoming season's fate but women's professional basketball's direction for generations. The future remains unclear, but one certainty exists: the stakes for Clark and the entire league have reached unprecedented heights.